Yo, what's up guys, KaranPlays here and welcome back to the 16th episode of the FIFA 21 Manchester United Career Mode series. Here we go again guys, season 2 begins right now. Statistically speaking, our last season wasn't the worst and it was actually decent. We did end up winning a trophy, that was the Carabao Cup, did reach the semi-finals of the Champions League and secured Champions League football for this season, ended up finishing 3rd in the Premier League, so honestly it was decent but we can improve and there is always scope for improvement. That is exactly why we are doing a season 2 and we have to get it done guys. We have to win the Champions League and the Premier League. We have to get Manchester United back on the top and yep, that is exactly what we're going to be trying to achieve and let's get that underway. Before moving any further, I have to show you guys this. Like, I have no clue how has this happened. I did not sign anybody or anything, but as I did, I signed a scout and Henry Goodman did find some players after that, and apparently my youth academy on its own just decided to sign a player. See, as you can see that he has been lured away by another club and that club is Manchester United apparently. And let me just check. Yep, I am still the Manchester United manager and look at this guy's overall. This is the guy who the club has just signed without even asking me. He's 1. His overall is 1. I'm not even kidding. This is not photoshopped or anything. This is, I can't believe this. Just look at this. I can move the cursor and everything. His overall rating is 1. That was the first of many things to be discussed in this episode. Let's move on to more important things. Let's start off by addressing this player and season objectives will be returning to the series. So as y'all can see, there is one objective that I really do like already. Revenge. We have to put 6 past Tottenham in any competition. So definitely looking forward to getting that done, and any other player or team objectives, let me know down in the comment section below. And as usual, if player and season objectives are returning, player of the episode, without a doubt, is definitely returning. Time for a squad breakdown guys, and we have an overstacked squad right now. We have to make improvements too because as I said, I want to win the Champions League and the Premier League, and at least one I definitely have to win. So yeah, let's take a look at the squad. Up top you've got Marcus Rashford and Anthony Martial, and I am completely fine with the attacking options that we have right now. I mean, a lot of y'all do want me to sell Martial at times, but well, in 41 appearances last season he got 41 goal contributions for us, so I don't think that's going to be a wise decision. Moving on to Jaden Sancho though, honestly, for a player who's cost us around 100 million, 200 million, no, he was 200 million, yeah, let me get my facts right, it was 200 million, definitely not worth it. Like, not worth 200 million, 105, 150 million maybe, but 200 million, not at all. I mean, honestly, if we sell him, I'm not saying that we are gonna, but you know what, I'm just gonna leave that all up to you. My lips are sealed just saying that he wasn't worth the 200 million. Bruno Fernandes, he's the complete opposite of Sancho in terms of value for money. Absolutely smashed it. Man United have absolutely smashed it with this transfer, and let's just talk about Bruno and Rashford for a minute here. Champions League, PSG, away from home, Man United winning 2-1. Absolutely unreal scenes, man. And Rashford could have worked a little bit more on his composure and, well, decision making in the final third, but he got us the winner, and what a shot it was, man. Pogba with the assist, who we're gonna talk about him, of course. I mean, Man United series and no talk about Pogba is just, it won't feel right. And yeah, man, Bruno Fernandes, the mentality this guy has, captaining the side against PSG, he's just an absolute workhorse. Missed the penalty, but usually when you miss a penalty and you get the opportunity to retake it, just like, well, Crystal Palace did against us, when Ayew missed the penalty, Zaha stepped up and then scored it against us. And I don't know why I'm bringing up a United loss, but I'm just showing you, man, Bruno Fernandes' mentality, absolutely unreal. And Paul Pogba, we'll need a proper separate segment to talk about him, so I'm just going to move on to Zakaria, who has been an absolutely fantastic DM. We really do, United in real life do need a mobile DM, because then we can integrate the likes of Fernandes, Pogba and Van der Beek in the same starting 11. Otherwise, it's going to be a little tough. Aaron Wan-Bissaka have no complaints in the right back department. We've already got Timothy Fosu-Mensah, so I did see an interesting comment which I'm going to be addressing later, but yeah, for now, right back role is completely alright by me. Costas Manolas did start as well. His debut was absolutely unreal and he did cost us the Champions League final spot, and I don't know, man, we could let him go or maybe let Harry Maguire go, because I definitely do want to get a new solid centre back. And you know what, signing a player in Jan and then letting him go in the summer is Not what I'm going to be a big fan of, but if that's what y'all think should be done, we'll get it done. Lucas Hernandez, definitely not going to be replacing him anytime soon. He is probably the only left-foot centre-back that is playing decent in the club, and I think he is the only left-foot centre-back at the club. Left-back, Alex Telles, no improvements needed there. We do need to sign a backup, maybe do need to sign a backup because we do have Brandon Williams at the club, but we have to talk about him too, which is what is related to the right-back role, and we'll definitely get into that. And finally, another controversial position, goalkeeper. David De Gea now. Do we keep him? Do we sell him, cash in on him? He's already 31 in game now and 86 overall. I don't think he's going to increase in his overall. Definitely won't. And do we bring in a new world-class keeper or put all our faith in Dean Henderson and get a backup for Dean Henderson? Can't make any decisions without your inputs. On to the bench, Mason Greenwood, Van de Beek himself and Maguire, Scott McTominay. Every one of these guys has to play a hugely important role. Of course, Maguire or Manolas, one of them is going to be playing a huge important role, and Dan James, we'll have to get a wider formation because we have a lot of wingers in the side now, and Brandon Williams is what I was going to be talking about. So you know what, let's address that right now. I saw an interesting comment suggesting that we train Brandon Williams to become a right back, and would definitely not mind that. I mean, his preferred foot is right and we have trained him to have a 5-star weak foot, which is why he can perform well at the left back role too, but training him as a right back and getting in a backup left back, I'm down for that, man. And let me know down in the comment section below, should we be doing that? But then I really don't know what would we be doing with Timothy Fosu-Mensah, so we have to keep that in mind too. Big Dean, the big question for him is, will he be our first choice goalkeeper this season or not? On to the reserves now. Timothy Fosu-Mensah can play as a centre back too, but we have a lot of options right now in that centre back role and we are looking to improve upon it too, so if we do convert Williams into a right back, I really don't know what we'll be doing with him. Galbraith, CDM, I think we're going to be loaning him out this season. We've got a lot of depth in that position. Teden Mengi, I'm not looking forward to selling him or even loaning him out. He was definitely impressive last season and I would like to more. Definitely impressive last season and I would like to use him a bit more this season. Cordoba, another player that I'm skeptical of keeping because we've got a lot of, as you can see right here, Pelistri is here too, Treyore Harding. We've got a lot of wingers in the side now, and this guy, what even is this? Look at this, I wasn't kidding, this guy has actually got 1 overall. That's mad. That is really, really mad. And Treyore, we still haven't decided whether to keep him as a striker or make him as a right winger. Definitely going to be seeing a lot more of him in this season, and I really don't know whether we should be keeping him as a striker or changing his position. And yeah, a lot of these guys are gonna get loaned out again. And Tuanzebe, what a guy, man. This guy was again unreal. I mean, he pocketed alongside Wan-Bissaka. They both just pocketed Mbappe and Neymar, and that isn't an easy job to do. And his last appearance for United was in December 2019. Getting his first start against PSG in the UCL is just, it wasn't an ideal situation for him, but he absolutely bossed it. That was the squad breakthrough done, and we will be changing the formation maybe, or we'll have to let go of a lot of our wide players. We'll definitely try to integrate a lot of the wide players in the second formation in the second team, but I'd like to make the first team a bit wider too. Ladies and gentlemen, we got him. Zavi Simmons, as I did in the last season's last episode, I did put an offer through to PSG for him and they've accepted it. Zavi Simmons has accepted the contract offer and he's finally joined us. Pre-contract deal was agreed and Simmons is now a Manchester United player. While we are on the topic of new arrivals from other clubs, obviously Zavi Simmons from PSG being the first transfer of the season, I think it's time we take a look at the other transfer that we're going to be making. Rafael Varane from Real Madrid to Man United. Definitely don't want to make this happen, and we know, man, either one of Manolas or Maguire has to make way for that to happen, and I have readied my loan list up here. Pereira, surplus requirements right now. Tahith Chong, and well, basically a lot of our wingers, Pedro Reis and Daniel Harding included, have to make way, man, because we do have Facundo Pelistri, we've got Dan James, we've got Cordoba, and I think they're going to be surplus requirements. I could maybe hang on to either one of them, but then we should probably look for suitors for, Cordoba. Not too sure about that. And this guy, if we get an offer for him, I don't know what I'll be doing. I mean, weekly wage is 0, value is 90,000 for a player who's rated 1. I don't know, man. Ethan Lade, unfortunately for him, we've got a lot of backup right backs, and our central midfield role is also pretty stacked, so we've got to let the three of them go. I mean, we've signed Kamavinga, we've signed Simmons right now, and I'm definitely going to be signing at least one player, with immense potential from the youth academy. And as I already said, man, wingers, we've got a lot of them already, and right now our first team doesn't employ any wide players, so definitely looking for loan offers for these guys. Another important factor to consider is whether we have the funds to make the signings that we want, and definitely do have, guys. Definitely do have 303 million almost, and 500,000 in wage budget. It's absolutely mad. Look at this, man. Based on our performance last season, the club's transfer budget has been increased by 114.9 million. 114.9. Time to take a look at the both objectives within the same season. Sign 3 crucial players and make a profit of 125 million. Continental success, as we just saw. Win the cup, domestic success, win the title and the cup. And okay, financial is pretty low, youth development is critical, and so is brand exposure. So they are also expecting a lot from us. We definitely do keep high standards for ourselves, and you all have to select some objectives for us to accomplish apart from these, so get cracking. Okay, this has happened. This has actually happened. We've gotten an offer for 120 million for Aaron Wan-Bissaka. That's mad. That is more than mad, and I do want to reject it, but you know what? I'm going to delegate this one and try to get 150 million for him, and yeah, if that happens, Aaron Wan-Bissaka can definitely move to Man City. Our first loan to buy offer of this series is here, and let's go ahead and negotiate with Fulham. It is done, guys. We accepted the loan to buy offer deal and accepted a loan length of 2 years, 50-50 wage split, and they want to offer us 1.4 after 2 years, so I'll accept it, man. Joel Pereira can move to Fulham. Okay, what is going on? We've gotten an offer for Donny van de Beek, another offer for 120 plus million, and now I'm actually worried that, Wan-Bissaka's offer might just get accepted, and Van de Beek, I'm not looking to let him go, because the only central midfielder who's in the first team right now who can be allowed to make a move is Paul Pogba, and that is also not my preference, but it's because he's not been saying the right things in the press conferences. Transfers are now coming in full flow, and another loan to buy offer, but I'm not gonna be, letting him go, so just a loan offer, and we are delegating this one. And Harry Maguire, we've gotten an offer for him from Spurs, and I do know my dual shocks battery is low. Just stop spamming that message, man. Maguire to Spurs, I think I'm also leaning a bit towards letting Manolas go, so Harry Maguire's transfer offer, I'm gonna be rejecting this one. Yep, my worst fears have come true. Man City want to pay 157 for Aaron Wan-Bissaka. 157 million for Aaron Wan-Bissaka. It is mad. It really is, and I really don't know what to do here. But first, Paul Pogba to Real Madrid. Do we let that happen? Oh, of course you have to let that happen, but I'm gonna, negotiate this one. Wow, I just went with 140 million and they've actually accepted in the first go. Probably should have gone for 150, but I'll take 140 for Paul Pogba. And yeah, I know this is still staring me in the face. I think I need a few moments to breathe, and I'll definitely come back to this one. Wow, Harry Maguire does seem to be in demand, and 56 million this time from Chelsea. As I said, I'm going to be rejecting this, but I've made up my mind, guys. Aaron Wan-Bissaka, we're not letting him move. Time for us to make a few moves of our own, and looking at the offers that have been flowing in, any offer for, Varane below the 100 million region, and if that is accepted, that'll be mad. I've gone ahead and first offered them a player swap deal, Manolas plus 40 million for Varane. I don't think they'll accept it, but oh, you know what? Manolas plus 50 million for Varane? Why not? Why the heck not? We've sent the assistant manager to delegate with Rafael Varane, and I think we can actually, get Rafael Varane for a pretty reasonable price now. It was bound to happen sooner rather than later. Paul Pogba has agreed personal terms with Real Madrid, and 140 million is what we have, sold him for. 132 million more in our transfer budget, and let's take a look at our budget now. 434 million. Obviously, this is before, the Varane deal has happened, but absolutely mad, man. I mean, I don't know. We could sign anybody in the world with this amount. Well, this has definitely made the decision more easier. Sign Cristiano Ronaldo for Man United, and he's retiring. Really, really unrealistic to see him retire at the age of 36, but yeah, that is happening in game, and Ronaldo is well, retiring. So we can't get him back to Man United, and probably if we do end up doing a season 3, we'll try to sign his regen. But yep, sad to see such a great player retire, but obviously this is not real life and this is just the game and really unrealistic. I'm pretty sure Ronaldo's going to be playing till he's what, 45, 50 maybe? Look what the cat dragged in. Rafael Varane is now a new Man United player. Finally, we've gotten, well, definitely do have good centre backs at the club, but he's definitely, one of the world's best and we finally got him. Even with the purchase of Rafael Varane, we've got 380 million and a 500,000 wage budget and another offer for Donny van de Beek, this time from Liverpool. You all know, man, definitely not going to be letting him go and especially not to Liverpool. What do you think, man? Pickford getting death threats and all, Van Dijk getting injured. Well, that is quite the spectacle and I think it's been blown off proportion way too much, man, and Pickford shouldn't be getting that much hate. What is happening, man? Now every single loan offer is just a loan to buy offer. I think this is also bugged. We're obviously going to be delegating this and making it just a loan. I don't want to be, letting him go after the season because that is just not sensible at all. First scouting report of the series and Miguel Gomez, 15 years old, potential 70 to 94. That is not bad at all. We are obviously looking, wow. What the heck? Isn't this the same guy that we have at the club right now? Oh yeah, Manchester United badge and his potential. Look at his overall, -2 to minus. What even is this game, man? It at times infuriates me. Edson de Silva, definitely going to be taking a look at him later on. And wow, of all the great players here, the board just went ahead and signed this guy. This guy out of everybody. I can't believe this. We've gotten an offer this time for Axel Tuanzebe and I am sorry. Tuanzebe is not going anywhere. I mean, this guy can pocket Mbappe. It's definitely worth giving him a shot at, earning his way into the first team. Finally a proper loan offer, this time for Treyore Harding and I'm accepting it and it is time, guys. Our first league match is not far away. I'm really excited for that. It is time, guys. First match of season 2 is here. West Ham United versus Manchester United. It's gonna be at the Old Trafford and I'm really excited to get this one underway. Just for this match, I'm going to be continuing with the 4-1-2-1-2 narrow, but definitely open to exploring new formations. And we do welcome Jesse Lingard back at the Old Trafford, so that's going to be a really fun match. Rafael Varane is up and ready for his first impression, his debut in the Premier League for Man United, and he's warming up with a few of the best players we've seen, man. Bruno Fernandes, Marcus Rashford, Jaden Sancho. Everybody will definitely help him, get settled in right away, and it's time for us to welcome and start the season at the Old Trafford. Manchester United versus West Ham United, another United team who we did smash every single time last season, so let's do that again here. A familiar face, of course. Jesse Lingard returns to Old Trafford and oh my god, he's been slipped through here, but that is exactly why we let him go. That is exactly, I mean, come on. Keep this on target at least. And yes, Dean Henderson is starting today instead of David De Gea. I forgot to mention that, but yeah, man, that is what it is. Okay, West Ham have actually started this game much better than we have, and now Rafael Varane doing his defensive duties, exactly why we signed him. And Wan-Bissaka on the ball now. Almost left us today, but thankfully, I retained my senses, and that's a fantastic ball playing towards Sancho. Not the best volley. Okay, Wan-Bissaka on the ball. Rashford making a decent run here, but he's found Anthony Martial instead, and that is a fantastic turn and fantastic goal. Martial x Wan-Bissaka. Should have gotten us the goal last time when he, chipped it through towards Sancho, but I'll take it this time, man. Fantastic running there from Wan-Bissaka, and he played it to Martial, whose turn was absolutely devastating, and left foot bangs at top bins. Zakaria wins possession for us and plays this to Sancho, who should have probably laid it off to Zakaria, which is what I was aiming for, but that was, well, AIDS. Not a bad first 45 minutes in Season 2 of the Premier League, and I'll take it, man. 2 shots, 2 on target, 1 goal. Dominating, dominating possession too. Hopefully in the second half we can put a few more past them. Harry Maguire on the ball, and just look at how far behind West Ham's players are, man. Like, that is drop back 1 depth FIFA at its best. Finally, West Ham have decided to move ahead, and oh, okay, they do get the ball back here. Keeping possession well, and this could be dangerous, and wow, we've actually conceded. West Ham have actually made it 1-1. This is FIFA, isn't it? I mean, drawback one, depth works. All they did was wait for one counter-attacking opportunity, and I believe Maguire should have done better there. I needed a bit more width in the side, and I've brought Greenwood on for Marcus Rashford. Sancho is now playing as a left attacking midfielder. Fernandes, a right attacking midfielder, and McTominay has come on for Donny van de Beek. Jaden Sancho on the ball now, and okay, that's a good turn from him, and he's actually found Anthony Martial, and just like that, within a second, we are back in the lead. Fantastic finish from Anthony Martial, great assist from Sancho, and Andres Pereira has come on for Lingard. It has just been a minute since I've used that formation, but it has already paid dividends, and do we change it to that? Let's not be that reactionary, we'll still be looking, at different formations, but this isn't a bad shot either. I can't believe this. We've conceded, and guys, it is Andres Pereira who has scored. Yup. It's time for us to delete FIFA 21. Yeah, I was just shocked. I couldn't speak. Andres Pereira has actually scored against us, which is why, I don't know, man. Honestly, I'm just glad that it wasn't Jesse Lingard. Definitely a shocking start, and was not expecting this to happen on Varane's debut, but wow. 2-2. Andres Pereira had scored against us, and West Ham United have really proven to be a tough team to face. Well, we definitely did not get off to the right start and the one that we expected to do so, but a draw isn't the worst result, and okay, Brentford are one of the newly promoted teams, and so are Cardiff and Watford have made their way back to the Premier League, but we should have won that match. And yeah, that's gonna be it for today's episode. We are in the 7th position, and if y'all are excited for this season, smash that like button right now, hit the subscribe button, turn those notifications on. Y'all have a lot to decide. Let me know your thoughts down in the comment section below. We've got some objectives to decide, transfers to make. We've got around 350 million, and definitely will be looking to, make some tweaks in the formation. So get cracking, and I will see you guys next time.